I can't do it anymore. I can't.
She might be the one thing that causes me to go home.
It does.
And how much more is left?
So I literally just gotta do this bar right here, and then I gotta shave. That's it.
How long do you think that'd be? Because my body's numb.
Are you kidding me right now? Like, really?
My knees are still numb.
It sucks, but I need you to push yourself as far as you can. You've been here too long. There's too much stuff to go home. We have to finish it.
I don't know, dude. I don't want to do it to you, but my knees are still numb.
Is it from you just laying there?
No.
What is it from?
That's why I don't know, because, like, I can't hear out of this ear. That's why.
You're saying you can't do anymore.
I don't think I should.
Really? All this work just for nothing. There's 5 people going down. That's half of the room, and I have an unfinished tattoo. You might as well have just bought me a plane ticket home.
She just quit.
She's done.
What? Wait, her knees hurt? You don't give a about that?
Oh, check it out. I kept it really fun, really playful. Clean and Eric thought that they would trip me up by giving me new school, but I'm still gonna infuse my own style into this tattoo. I'm gonna knock this thing out of the park. Ready? Hey, girl. You ready for some more work or what?
You know, I just feel like at this point, I'm not really wanting to continue on with the tattoo.
Who starts a 35-hour back piece and doesn't go through with it?
I didn't have time to think about it.
$100,000 on the line, girl. I mean, you
and
know,
I
you're
understand.
killing me right now. And I finally get here, and it's like I got all this on the line. I don't know what to do, man. My anxiety is on level 11 right now. I'm screwed. Hey, Dave.
Got a little bit of a snack here.
You're telling me, dude.
What we're gonna do is send you another canvas.
I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
Could you do it somehow like that it looks kind of like me, but as Medusa?
You want to try that?
Yes.
St. Mark definitely is at a disadvantage on this one.
I love you. I'm gonna say that straight up.
Luckily, Craig just fell right into my strategy. You put me up against St. Mark. He does black and gray. You gave me a full color piece, and you just knocked St. Mark out by doing that. What the is going on? This girl is passed out. Can I get medical, please?
Hello?
I'm screwed right now.
Hello? Hi.
Hi.
You know you're just passed out, right?
I was sleeping.
I think you're doing a little bit more than sleeping. Okay. Probably not the best idea for you to get tattooed today. It's my judgment call. I can't have you stay here.
What the heck am I supposed to do? Tattoo my own butt crack? Are you serious?
Obviously, this isn't your fault. In order to move on in this competition, you're gonna have to tattoo the same exact body part. We have arrangements to get another canvas in here.
In this competition, you must tattoo. So now Chris is gonna have to rethink his entire concept for somebody else that's coming in, and this could definitely throw someone off their game.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Chris.
Brandy.
So originally I had drawn up a Medusa right for the other girl, kind of tweaked it up to make it work. How do you feel about the same concept?
Not my style. I'm thinking water goddess, like mermaid.
Okay, gotcha. All right. I just drew for 3 hours for the Medusa. I'm meeting my new canvas, and she wants a water goddess or a mermaid. Another 3 hours of drawing.
After he sees what I'm doing, he's gonna try to, like, overshoot it. He could try to go bigger, even.
My head's all screwed up. I'm burnt. I'm spent. So that would be like the general idea. And we'll start some seashell.
Okay, awesome.
I finally got the water goddess drawn. We're ready to tattoo. Mentally prepared for 6 hours, okay?
The goal is to finish and win.
That's it.
Chris doesn't get discouraged easily. If anything, he's gonna try harder to beat St. Mark out, and hopefully just kicks his ass.
Chris, I really like this tattoo. I think that it's really dynamic and beautiful. Your palette is excellent. It absolutely hits the challenge in terms of making this girl's ass crack into the cleavage of this sea goddess.
It is a solid, strong, badass tattoo. I mean, I'm a sucker for a pretty lady, and I love all the detail. I think I'll lean to Chris.
The winner of this head-to-head battle is Chris.
Oh my God. Got this little back guy over here.
My canvas is
whimpering with pain. This is kind of a big tattoo. There's no way she's gonna be able to sit through another tattoo tomorrow. I have just screwed myself over so bad.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Machine's down.
Kev. We gotta talk to you. So, your canvas can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, she's feeling like she can't make it from her first tattoo, so she's gonna pull out.
I broke her.
Kevin's canvas got tattooed by Kelly yesterday, and Kelly did a very big, very elaborate tattoo, and her canvas cannot take another day.
There he is. Keith and I's canvas, it's bad already.
What are you thinking?
Not into it at all.
No?
No.
I want to punch this dude in his face. He's a sucker, and he's burning me out. What is the face? You don't like the face? What do you...
That's not even at all. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about, man?
This is not
You
even.
mean these lines right here?
It's just like two different frames. That's my concern.
I don't want to play with this dude. All these shenanigans, this is not working for me. You just want this to be the same?
Yeah, I want them the same. How'd that go?
Good. Everyone else is tattooing while I'm over here playing with this guy.
I'm like a little concerned. Like, it's like half an hour. We haven't even started. Are we gonna be all right?
Don't worry about it, man.
Dude, chill out, man. Put your head in that pillow. Buck's pissed, I'm pissed. This kid is breaking my balls.
You need to handle some of these canvases with baby gloves. You don't tell a customer to shut up. You just lost the battle right there, dude.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pass out, bro.
Don't say that.
No, I'm like not even joking though. Yeah, I'm seeing the colors.
Medic. Medic.
This is really bad.
Feeling dizzy or anything like that?
Yeah. I've accomplished nothing with this tattoo. My outline's not even finished.
So sit first before you stand, okay?
Because this kid can't handle the pain, I can't do my damn job.
Keith and King Rock are tattooing way too rough. My guess is they were just shredding the out of his legs. That's what's causing this guy to tap out.
Yeah, you're doing great.
If that's the case, one or both of these guys are going home today.
All right, buddy. Come on back up.
All right. Let's try this again.
Hey, man, you all right? Buddy, you all right, dude? You're starting to shake a lot here, bro.
Time is not on my side, and this situation is only getting worse.
Like, I'm trying to control it.
You might be sending me home. You a sucker, man.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. Can you show me where the bathroom is?
Okay, come on, man. You okay? You all right? Whoa. Come here. He just passed out. Can you get James here, please, immediately? Damn it. Straight at me.
Go ahead,
Okay, stop talking and just look straight at me. This is the worst possible scenario. This kid's tapping out, I'm finished. Yo, Rock, homeboy would've went psh.
He just passed out out there? Just tell me if you want to fall over. Say it loud, okay?
He's not gonna come back at all. He's done.
Nah, he's done.
I'm going home.
Nah, I don't know about that. What about tattooing yourself?
1 hour to go, everyone. 1 hour remaining.
I'm not going home off of a chump tapping out. I don't get down like that.
What the man? I guess Ruck got a tattoo himself.
You know what? I'm not scared to tattoo myself. Let's get it cracking. I'm gonna tattoo a traditional style rose. I just need to show the judges I can saturate some black and I can show contrast.
Real. Right now.
The fact that Ruck is willing to tattoo himself shows that he still wants to compete. Keith doesn't want to compete. Keith wants to cry. He's a bitch. Pack his bags and let him go home. How'd you do, Ruck?
Okay. Tattoo the rose.
Can I see it? Yeah.
I know that I could still be going home, but I also know that I did everything that I could do to stay in this competition. I'm here to compete.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Your dude gave out, right?
Oh, man. I was gonna do a stellar tattoo, man, dude. The tattoo I was gonna do was over the top, dude. You didn't see
All right, no, the line work's all I seen.
Dude, the line work wasn't even halfway finished, man.
Why didn't you tattoo yourself?
Because I was in a room, dude.
Ruck stayed down there and gave himself a tattoo.
Well, if you had space, you had space. I don't.
You would have been able to find a spot or even cover up something.
Kyle, I tried, man. You hear me?
Ruck only did something that big.
I don't give a Dude, my mapped out, man.
Think about it, dude.
Dude.
100,000?
Dude.
So why didn't you put it on yourself?
Where, dude? My dick?
I tattooed myself there.
All right, well, cool.
Ready?
Let's go.
All right. I'm doing great.
It feels good to know that there's an artist who wants to help. My wedding is coming up, and I have a beautiful wedding dress, and I don't know what I would do if I have to have this tattoo anymore.
2 lines in and this girl's already screaming. She's moving all over the place. If she can't sit still, she's gonna have a bad tattoo.
All right? I really don't know what Jeremy's doing in there, but whatever he's doing, it's wrong. He's screwing up somewhere. Nobody should be screaming.
All right, guys, 4 hours to go. The stakes are high for these people that come in to get tattoos because they're gonna be permanently marked forever. I mean, some of the greatest artists in the world have made mistakes on people.
I was very nervous. I'm glad that I'm not freaking out.
I can't do it anymore. I can't.
Okay? Wanna keep going?
I can't.
This is absolutely the worst client that I've ever had sit for me.
I can't do it anymore. I can't.
I dealt with the pain as much as I could so that I could show my family and friends this beautiful tattoo. But I had to stop. I couldn't do it anymore.
It's so embarrassing.
There's $100 grand on the line here, and it sucks that I got stuck with this girl from my first client. She's going a little crazy and freaking out. She might be the one thing that causes me to go home. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a tattoo that's barely got any work done on it. Because of that, I think I might be going home today.
Come here, Jeremy. What the hell happened? What, you had a jackhammer in there?
I don't know, man.
She needed a muffler, that's all I know.
Some people just can't take pain.
I'm not feeling bad for Jeremy. He's my competition. And he can't get it right, that's on him. One less person for me to have to worry about. So what happens now? You're not, like, in this competition now?
No, I am.
They're gonna judge that?
Somebody here gets eliminated and I stay? That's not fair to you guys.
But if you get
But if I
eliminated,
eliminate,
that's not fair.
to me.
Should nobody go home in a situation like this?
Jeremy, you're up first. Your assignment today was to fix the crooked angel wings. It's hard for me to comment because clearly you haven't finished here.
She had a tough time from the very beginning. Would have been awesome in the end, but we didn't get there.
I want a metal plate that bolts, like a PCB circuit board.
Some of the stuff you want will not work for this challenge. If I give my canvas the tattoo that he wants, I'm going home today.
I definitely want the machine screws, you know, like a real robot.
That's not considered biomechanical.
Sure,
What I showed
of course
you
it is. Anything...
is considered mechanical.
Right,
but not
biomechanical.
biomechanical. I'm not going to risk my livelihood for your stupid tattoo idea that has nothing to do with the challenge. If we do not follow the challenge, it'll send me home. Robots are not biomechanical. What I showed you originally...
Are robots mechanical or not?
But
yes.
if you don't meet the challenge,
It meets
and if you
the
go
challenge.
off... Can you let me finish? My canvas is a straight up ass. We need to have some respect right now.
I'm trying to be respectful, but you're not compromising.
You're just telling me what
I'm
to do.
willing to move a little bit, but you've got to come and move with me too.
Getting so frustrated.
You're getting frustrated.
This guy is not receptive at all. He's stressing me out so bad.
You could do that style some, but
The challenge is this style. So how can I do it some if the challenge is this style? Give me some direction or go.
punch in some.
Don't be like punching some, My children are depending on me right now, and his things he wants in this tattoo are going to send me home, and I can't let that happen. You need to go so I can get to work.
Right, but I want to see what you're.
Go.
How you doing?
All right, so this is what I've come up with. I got the cables coming around, and then we have the bio part, which is what they're looking for. And if you don't like it, I'm just gonna tattoo it on myself.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it.
All right, go on.
I mean, it's
Peace.
just nothing.
Bye.
It's my tattoo, it's on my body, so I want ideas that I had too. I'm trying to work with her, and she's not willing to work with me, not one bit.
Are you willing to compromise a little bit?
No.
Because you really didn't put anything that I
I
wanted.
put cables of metal in there.
You
Don't worry about it.
You
I
don't want
got
to
it.
compromise.
Tattooing
at all.
myself.
I compromised a lot on this.
You didn't
And
compromise.
I really do a great tattoo.
No, you don't. You kept saying all kinds
There
of
were no
stupid. I'm not putting pistons and putting that other
piston.
in
I
there.
said
Metal
you-
plates and cables.
No. I didn't say. I said some metal. but I said
Goodbye.
metal
Have a
rods.
nice life. Go yourself. I don't want to tattoo myself, but at this point, I have no choice. I'm not going to let some ass be responsible for me going home today.
See what you're doing here. Is this the design that the guy didn't want?
He didn't want any of the biomechanical in it. He just wanted only mechanical.
Okay.
So it wouldn't have met the challenge. I know I have to do this for my children. I have everything on the line right now.
So what's your take? Did you hear any of that?
She was just going off on the guy, you know, so.
Would you have bounced that guy?
No. I would have gave him exactly what he wanted.
Julia's a dumbass. She should have just tattooed her canvas, but I think her art abilities caught up to her and she couldn't provide what he wanted.
My tattoo is so awesome. I really showed today that I deserve to be here.
What are you thinking, Julia? You sent your canvas home, you told this giant-ass dude to F off, plus, it looks like you did a cover-up on your own leg, girl. You're going home.
Hey, guys.
Wow, What's up?
What's up, Squeaks?
Not much. Super tired.
I think you could have came up with something to tattoo the guy. I would have drawn exactly what the guy wanted.
He just wanted metal and cables.
I was
He
listening. I heard
wanted it.
exactly what he wanted.
But this guy would not budge.
No, I
He
think you were
wouldn't
just
budge at
trying
all.
to give him a style that he totally didn't want.
No, I was trying to compromise with him the whole time, and he's a disrespectful dick who's unwilling
Well, after
to
he
compromise.
found out that you weren't going to give him what he wanted.
I did everything I could.
I don't know. What do you think? Think she copped out?
If you can say I copped out after just tattooing myself for 6 hours, I didn't want to tattoo myself. I really did not want to do that. That was the last thing I want to do.
Julia. There were some unusual circumstances with you and your canvas. Before we get into that, let's discuss the work that you have presented for us.
This is probably the strongest thing as a judge I've seen you do. It has a lot of contrast, it has a lot of depth.
So, Julia, now let's talk about what happened in your consult.
The guy just kept cutting me off, and I was just like, I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to do what you want. And then at one point, he shushed me. So I was just like, look, this is the design. And if you don't want to do it, I'm just going to tattoo it on myself at this point.
There are two sides to every story. Maybe we should hear from your canvas.
But you're not happy to see me. Should I go F off now?
Hey, buddy, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
What is your side of the story?
She hated every idea that I had. She said they were all crap. She
No,
said they're
I
all
didn't say
so
they were all
outdated.
crap.
She just said, I have to do her tattoo or I wasn't getting a tattoo. And I said, well, can't you just change anything? She's like, I will not change nothing.
I I was on the computer the whole time, just like, well, let me show you this, let me show you this. And I was like, just tell me the components you want then.
Yeah, but you were super rude about it.
You have to always work with that client or starve and not feed your family. Exactly. Okay, because that is how we make our money, is working with our clients.
Everyone that
At this
knows
point,
me as an artist knows how I
listen,
am. And
just stop. Stop. Don't dig it deeper.
Mark, thank you very much, man. Good luck, buddy.
I like my tattoo. It's unfortunate that Nick doesn't.
You're calling the shots. What's the next elimination tattoo?
We're gonna do hot rods and choppers, neo-traditional style.
Not my strong point.
Probably half the guys here don't know about hot rods and choppers. I'm a gearhead. I'm gonna kill this tattoo, and there ain't nobody gonna get in my way.
Good luck.
Great to meet you.
Let's go to the station and talk.
How similar does that look to you?
No, I took my turn signals off, so I don't want them on there.
Okay, that's these little blinker things here?
Yes, you better know what turn signal.
I thought I picked a cool chick, but this woman's extremely picky.
That's a Super Glide. That's not mine. That's a custom. Looks like a different frame.
She's talking about the different parts of the motorcycle. I don't know what she's talking about.
And I had an idea. You do the front end coming out of a flower.
I know I'm going home if I don't figure out how to do this.
When you're doing hot rods and choppers, you want to make them dynamic. The only way to make something dynamic is to bump up the contrast with a lot of black and a lot of bright, solid, bold color. Without that, we're going to really have a flat tattoo, and it'll be easy to pick apart.
How was it initially? Not bad?
Oh, fine. Tattoo away.
I found something that's a close match to her bike, so I was able to do a neo-traditional rendering of it.
You kicked their asses, girl.
I am.
I want to go back home and say, you know what, this chick rocked it.
My canvas loves it. It's boosting up my ego a little bit. I think I'm gonna do awesome. Definitely feeling color?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
What is that? What is that little one? Right there.
Let me grab the picture.
I don't understand what this is.
That's the other side of the bike, like if you're seeing through it.
Now you have an extra line there. This is screwed up.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. I think you got these up with this.
Okay.
This is your frame.
Yeah.
You have to get that pipe into there.
Okay. How the did she go from liking the drawing to now having a complete issue? This needs to go under, hun? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, we already drew the outline.
No.
You can't.
I'm just asking, do you want me to straighten that out?
There's no way.
I can. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get her to stop complaining and nitpicking.
Make it good.
Make it good. If I don't finish this tattoo, I'm
Happy tattooing? You can tell that Ashley's canvas is pissed, and I love it.
3, 2, 1. That is it. Time is up. Machine's down. No more ink. Today, Clean challenged you to tattoo symbols of speed, hot rods and choppers in neo-traditional style. Ashley.
The mechanics of this motorcycle do not line up. When it's a tattoo that's gonna be on this lady's arm forever, she's gonna be hanging out with motorcycle people, they're gonna make fun of her. Everybody's gonna look at this tattoo and they're gonna make jokes about how her forks disappear into the headlight.
Well, the motorcycle expert, which she could have done her job as the canvas. She was the expert. I was the artist doing my job.
So you did this?
I don't think I should be penalized for something I don't understand.
Well, unfortunately, you get a bad reference, you get a bad canvas, you get a bad tattoo, you get a bad critique, you might go home.
Using the model you just painted as your reference, you must all tattoo a pinup.
Pinups are hard already. These things have hands, feet, and faces, and the judges rip those apart every single time. This blows, man.
As you transform your pinups from real life into tattoos, it's up to you to improve your designs. Remember, you're being judged on artistry. All right, you have 6 hours to tattoo a pinup. If your tattoo isn't gorgeous, you'll be packing your machines. And your time begins now.
I went there and raised no fool, bro. I had a football player model, and I convinced my canvas to change it to a military-style pinup. They're sexier, I can show more artistry in that. I'm ready, I'm hungry, $100,000 on the line, and I'm getting that money.
That's different.
LT has the worst tattoo in this challenge. His lines are shaky, it's scratchy, his lack of experience is obvious. He doesn't stand a chance.
Today, you all went head-to-head tattooing the same subject, a pinup.
I sincerely hope that this is not everybody's best work. If you feel like you really did your best tattoo today, then get ready to go home.
LT.
It's a big ass mouth she got. She definitely doesn't come off with that cute look. You gotta remember that when you do these small little faces, the smallest little mistake makes a big impact.
My biggest mistakes, I went too small with the piece.
But there are good tattooers out there that can bust out a pinup girl this size and do it perfectly. If you can't stack up to what we know is possible, then it doesn't look good for you.
LT.
There's so many shortcomings. His line work, the eyes, the eyebrows, the lips.
It's a mess. We're here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo. My artist was LT. There's really not a whole lot I like about it.
The face is not appealing at all.
Yeah.
It looks like Ronald McDonald dressed in drag.
Her foot is turning outward and her boobs are down here. I don't think any of it is really proportioned correctly.
It's just ugly, man. That's flat out ugly.
Today, you had to tattoo a pinup using artistry to make her beautiful from head to toe. Tim, LT, and Robbie, one of you is going to pack your machines. LT, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
The overall design and the application was really lost in translation. There were a lot of mistakes and misfires that could have been avoided.
I know deep down inside my heart that I can tattoo better than these guys. I have more to show. This is not my best work by far.
You need to put out your best work in this competition to win.
The judges have decided. LT, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
It was a tough day for you. You have about 10% of the experience of the guys next to you. Those guys are technically a lot more solid than you are.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
I am so disappointed in myself. Probably one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. The fact that America gets to see it and doesn't get to see what LT is really capable of truly sucks.
For this elimination tattoo, we're going new school.
New school's more cartoony, pop vibe. You can exaggerate stuff. You can go as crazy as you want.
New school tattoos are bold, bright, and include fantastical designs.
My canvas wants a sun and a moon tattoo on her upper back.
You know, we might not even need this.
All around?
I mean, no, we do.
What I'm trying to figure out now is the design. It's almost impossible because she's constantly contradicting herself.
I don't want the face.
So I can use like...
I mean, you could do the face. It's up to you. I mean, honestly...
You don't say it's up to me, because then you just change your mind instantly. Don't say it's because you said it's up to me about 8 times.
I want it to look good.
I know, but you're very picky.
So should I trust you? Should I not trust you?
But you're not trusting me. Every time you say it's up to me, you're like, oh, it's not. So I'm drawing things, and then you're like,
because you're not sure of yourself.
I don't even know what to do. I just don't know how to handle this.
Actually, I do have another idea.
What do you want?
It's basically a heart.
It's your call right now, but like, definitely need to settle on something.
You have 6 hours to prove your color skills with a new school design. And your time begins now.
You said you didn't really want it cartoony, so
Yeah.
I colored it darker.
Oh, wow. That's on the ball.
Cool.
I'm very proud of you.
Thanks. Give me a hug. It was hot. Cool. My canvas has like 5 personalities. She goes from being psycho crazy to giving me hugs. Just crazy. Check it out. Very centered. I mean, it's not a symmetrical design.
Getting tattooed by Nick is gonna be a total challenge, and I'm a little nervous. You better do it right. That's a little high.
You want to go lower?
Yeah.
All right. She's got a couple weird requests, but she's being a good client. I'm actually relieved. Hallelujah.
To tell you the truth, it looks ugly.
Okay.
You see those 3 spikes? That doesn't look right.
You kept telling me to do whatever I want.
You went overboard with those thins. I don't like it at all. That's not in the drawing. Why did you do that? You're freaking me out, oh my God. All right, we have to fix this.
For some reason, the 5 little magenta spikes I add totally destroyed the entire tattoo for her.
This is insane. You added that without telling me.
Why would you sit back down?
You said more magenta, I said yes. You didn't say magenta spikes. That is not my style.
If someone's not happy with permanent work that's on their body, that's a really justified reason to freak out.
But there's spikes on the vines. How is spikes not your style?
You're making me even angrier. I mean, who wants to get work done by, like, a prick?
You don't do that. And especially it's on my back. I can't see it. You're taking advantage of that.
Dude, that chick is nuts in there, man.
I need something other than this.
I really don't want to change it. I like it.
Are you kidding me?
That girl in there screaming like that, man.
Remember who designed the whole tattoo?
Oh, give me a break.
That's what I thought.
Nick is just a really nice guy. There are some clients that you cannot be that nice to.
You just said you're not changing it. And
I
that's
will
what this is about. You're
I
not
will
changing
change
it.
it. I
Because
can't
you're not
change it in that
changing it
way.
because it's your work. Is that what this is?
She's just crazy. I'm in the biggest tattoo competition and she's just not giving me any leeway. Just digging my grave for me.
You really just did that without telling me. Like, just admit that right
You told
now.
me to do whatever you want.
You added spiky crap.
Where there's skin in the spikes, I can do yellow if you want it.
Do the yellow. Just do the yellow.
Are you sure? I'll do it. What I'm trying to do is do exactly what she wants so that I can survive in the competition.
Why would he do that? To piss me off.
Time's up. That's it. Machine's down. No more ink.
You freaked me out. Almost had a panic attack.
This is one of the best tattoos she even has on her body. I just never want to deal with a client like this ever again.
This week, you had 6 hours to complete a new school tattoo. We're testing you on color. Nick, did she want a Sacred Heart?
She had 50 other ideas. This is the last thing we had drawn up. She was absolutely insane.
At times like that, you just have to be able to work with her.
It was just crazy. She's just a little off the wall.
What's coming out of the heart?
Smoke.
Smoke. We really think it looks like a used tissue. Why would you put magenta around a red heart?
I was just under the impression that new school was weird.
That's not right. It's done to be done. When you do tattoos, have a rhyme or reason. You're your tattoo up.
Unfortunately, someone has to go home. I think this tattoo drops you down a little bit and may put you in that category.
The judges have decided. Nick, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
At the end of the day, we gotta let somebody go.
Need you to pack up your machines, go home.
I would still be in the competition if I got a canvas that was more open. My canvas is definitely the reason I'm going home. I didn't know how to put up with her. The whole thing is just upsetting. It just sucks that I had to be put out of the competition because of that.
All right, Sarah, welcome back. This week, you're calling the shots. What is the next elimination tattoo?
Today, we will be tattooing a surrealistic female.
A what?
Surrealism is the juxtaposition between dreams and reality. You can include any surrealistic elements to distort or warp portions of the face.
What the are all these big words they're using?
75% of the face has to show.
Sarah, why did you choose this as your elimination tattoo?
The female face is one of the most difficult portraits. You have to have perfect blends, perfect saturation, and precision.
Of course she's gonna choose something like this, because it's only her that understands what she's talking about.
Good luck.
Sarah has chosen surrealistic faces. It'll be a face with an object melding together.
Atom bomb going off in the back, and like half of the city's torn down already, and the outside's still pristine.
The woman's face right in the middle, just kind of looking forward.
The composition is everything in this tattoo because taking two things and constructing them together is going to create a lot of flow and a lot of movement on the canvas's body if you do it right.
All right, guys. Sarah Miller challenged you to tattoo a surrealistic female. You will have 6 hours to tattoo. Your time starts now.
Going on nice? It is, man. As soon as we get done with these buildings, I'm gonna move to her.
My canvas wants a surrealistic setting of Philadelphia being blown apart by a nuclear bomb, along with a girl's face. I'll be using my girlfriend as reference. She's hot. It'll work.
Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, having a good day. This mother might be going home.
Last week, knocked out St. Mark. It would be gigantic if we could take out another veteran. I'm expecting something good here.
All right, mister. What are you thinking, dude? Man, I think Alex should have done a different face.
He said the face he's doing is his girlfriend.
This is awful.
Today, Sarah challenged you to show composition by tattooing a surrealistic female. Alex.
100%, the most surreal face of the day. I don't know if that's a good thing.
So I understand that you used your girlfriend's image as reference. The photo that you use, she's at an angle that's tilted like this.
Right.
I don't feel that you interpreted that angle well, and you created a face that has more of a traditional alien shape.
I think when people look at it, they'll get the idea.
I don't know if they will. You didn't get that depth. You didn't get that perspective. I saw the photo. Looks like a beautiful girl on the photo. Looks like a freak of nature on the tattoo.
Is it safe to say Alex is in the bottom today?
Yes. The drawing itself, the composition is terrible.
Worst face of the day.
We're here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo. My artist was Alex Rockoff.
Her one cheekbone is definitely a lot higher than the other one.
It's not a very pretty face. That sucks.
It's almost like a scary woman's face.
Yeah.
I wanted a beautiful woman's face.
It's very Wicked Witch.
I gotta live with this forever, and that nose is...
Yeah.
Today, you were judged on composition, and based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Now it's time to find out who the human canvas jury voted for.
That.
Alex, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day. Nick, why did the jury vote for Alex?
The shape, the cheekbones are too pronounced, the eyes are off level, the nose is butchered.
That tattoo I put on is dope.
Really? Everyone in the room voted for it. It was unanimous that this was the bottom. To come on Ink Masters, I expect perfection and greatness, and this is by far not greatness.
I apologize on behalf of everybody here.
It's not my first bad tattoo.
Hey, dude.
Thank you.
It's a kick in the nuts. I like my tattoo. It's unfortunate that Nick doesn't. I thought my tattoo was fun and colorful. I mean, her tattoo was pretty much butchered. It looked dark as And then Clean's tattoo was messy. I really didn't think my tattoo would be even close to that.
It's unanimous that the tattoo, the face itself, is unappealing. From clients, your peers, definitely from us.
You know, Alex, even with the bright colors you were able to put in that skyline, just the shape of the face, it's hard to get over. For me, Alex is the most unrealistic face of the day.
The judges have decided, Alex, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You've came into a season that is the best of the best. This looks like a finale, and you're here with them. So you made it far, man. Don't bum out. Head up. Always head up.
Please pack your machines and close shop. Okay.
I still feel like I had the most wearable tattoo down there. And that's why I'm a little perturbed. The tattoo was solid. And if anybody wants to knock me for it, you can kiss my ass.
Artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo a koi fish as good as Mike Rubendall's. And your time begins now.
Here we go.
Japanese style tattooing is near and dear to my heart.
It's gonna be pretty traditional Japanese.
Everything about a koi fish is line work. In the scales, in the fins, line work makes it all work together as one.
You definitely don't want water.
At all, period?
Yeah, no. I want him to blossom out of flowers, not water.
My canvas is not only picky, but lacks common sense.
Why you don't like the water?
Just looks cheesy.
That looks cheesy.
Yeah, it's not moving in my body.
Koi fish are in water. You don't see koi fish tattoos without water.
So no way I can talk you into adding some water, just a little bit.
No.
We can't get no understanding. I feel like I'm talking to a toddler.
But what if I draw it on here and just let you take a look and then see if you might like it?
You can if you want to, but I don't want water.
I don't know how they handle this.
I'm so freaking out.
Why?
It's just a tattoo and it's gonna hurt. It's a needle.
Damn, she wants this on her ribs. Can she take it?
How are you gonna do the water wave?
I know you say you want it coming from the outside going into the fish.
Well, somewhat.
Everything that she prefers is against what I'm trying to do.
That fish is bigger than what we...
No, it's it. This is the original side. I'm gonna shrink it.
Can he have one whisker?
Right now, mentally, I'm losing it.
I'll let you take a look at it. Like where it's at?
It looks weird. He just looks lonely there.
I'm exhausted. She's having me change this and change that.
That's good.
It's right on the blade, though.
You got your other shoulder blade tattooed already.
At home, I own my own shop. If I don't want to do it, I send them on their way.
You relax. Let your shoulders down.
I got my back against the wall, and I'm having to compromise.
No, I feel like I just have a hole in the back.
Hole? All right, take a look at that.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's get it popping, girl.
Oh my God, stop.
No, bam.
It'll make me feel better.
We ain't got a whole lot of time, so I gotta get on it.
My God, my poor back. I'm not happy with it. It looks like peeing. Like the fish is peeing. What kind of is that?
This bitch is crazy. Like, I can't figure out how to please her.
You're telling me that that doesn't look like a puddle right now?
It's a water splash.
Looks like my niece drew it.
Well, don't insult me, man.
I have to live with this, and you're not paying for my removal.
I'ma fix it. Now that made it this far, and I've been having all these nutty-ass canvases all this time, she's by far the worst. Now, take a look at that.
This is BS right now. Like, I hit. He's too orange, though.
And that's the blood leaking through the yellow.
You and I are not even on the same page right now.
Ain't nobody ever been unpleased with something I did ever my whole life till now. This is plain ignorance.
That looks like a pumpkin and pit.
But I told you your skin irritated, so...
I'm trying to be nice, and I'm just gonna flip your table over. This is on my back. I'm trying to, like, talk to you so we can work together. Your job is to work with me here. It's gonna make me slip out, you know what I mean?
You gonna have him continue or you gonna have him stop?
I want him to continue.
This is embarrassing. I don't want to go home for this. I cannot let this defeat me.
What about the other flower? What happened?
I had enough time to finish it.
And Keto, your canvas didn't even get you on this one. You got yourself on this one.
Today, you had to tattoo head-to-head with our guest judge. Mike is a master of Japanese tattooing. Let's see what you're up against. Mike, talk to us about your design.
My design is a traditional Japanese-style koi fish. I tried to make it look interesting in every aspect.
The line work is as crisp as it gets. There's no thicker, thinner lines to cover up. It's solid tattooing. These principles are what make things look strong. And when you come here to compete, you're supposed to have knowledge of these principles to do all these challenges.
The bar is definitely set here. Keto.
I know you had a struggle, but man, every centimeter of this tattoo shows that struggle. This line work is piss poor.
She was kicking her feet. Every stroke on that tattoo, she was moving.
The drawing is one of the worst layouts of the day. The shape of the water, totally strange. That top lotus flower looks like an artichoke. There's no redeeming qualities to this tattoo whatsoever.
We're here to determine who has the worst tattoo of the day.
That's my tattoo, and the artist was Keto. It looks awful, unfortunately.
Nothing melds together. It's all kind of like a collage.
It looks like a 5-year-old drew it.
The blue Woodard looks like another leaf.
He told me it was a good idea to add some waves so it could look more realistic.
Those waves don't look realistic.
That was the biggest mistake, was to listen to his idea. He told me trust him. He has 10 years experience. Back up your work, because definitely it's not there. Just looks so bad.
Today, you had to show crisp, perfect lines tattooing a Japanese koi fish. It's time to find out who the human canvas jury determined had the worst tattoo of the day. Keto, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
I think anybody else that would have had to deal with what I dealt with would have probably been down here too.
Excuse me, you messed up my back, and you can't take full responsibility for that ugly tattoo.
I ended up giving in and pretty much letting her coach the whole drawing.
That's not my work. That was all you, and it looks horrible.
What specifically don't you like?
I don't like the lining, the colors, the flower placement. I don't like the water placement at all. You're dealing with an awful work that you just did on my back that unfortunately I have to live with for like ever.
Okay, now
I don't
like
think
I said,
you're getting that.
I'm just too intelligent, man, for any rebuttal right now. Just leave it at that.
Mary Jean, I hope that you find a solution to this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keto, I can't disagree with your canvas. This is a bad drawing. The end result is a poor tattoo.
I was just trying to finish at some point. I was trying to turn something in.
I don't think that any one of us find any redeeming qualities in this tattoo.
Keto, you let your canvas beat you. If we eliminate the canvas, the fundamentals beat you. So I would have to vote for Keto.
The judges have decided. Keto, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
Hold it down, man.
Yeah, man.
That's bull to the highest level of bull. I'm getting sent home because this canvas with the IQ of a toddler couldn't agree to a design, picked apart my design, couldn't take the tattoo. I'm pissed the off.
Today, you must create pixelated tattoos.
Pixelated? What? Damn. Is there an instruction booklet for pixel tattoos? I have no idea how to make one of those.
A pixelated tattoo is taking an image and breaking that down into individual squares and individual colors.
They take forever to do.
So motorcycle was the idea.
Yeah, like a drag racing motorcycle.
Say the pixelated doesn't fit very well with the motorcycle. What other ideas did you have?
Oh, that was what I really wanted to get today.
Maybe kind of difficult.
And one
for
of the
this.
things I think is cool about it is that, I mean, that's one thing you can use to denote the speed because all the pixels flying off the back.
I'm worried that there's a lot of details.
All right, the other thing I want is a woman riding the bike.
This is a design that I can crash and burn on.
We definitely had to go with some black and gray to make sure that we get a little detail.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you flexible on that part?
Yeah.
Awesome, nice.
What kind of colors are you gonna use?
With this, black and gray is gonna be the best thing to keep.
That's not what I asked for, man. I asked for the graphic, vibrant color. That's what I want.
No, but you did say we were kind of open with the whole
Talked
thing,
about
right?
some of the background having some gray and...
No, that's with the motorcycle parts.
No, I want color.
It's not gonna, it won't work.
You're gonna give me a tattoo, it's gonna be a color tattoo, buddy.
Yeah, well, but with the...
No.
What's going on?
I asked for a color tattoo. He came and he showed me this.
It's just a matter of turning this from black and gray to color.
He said, I can't do this in color.
I'm thinking about your skin long term.
You know, I just don't think you can do what I asked for.
No, color's not an issue for Mike. I think there was just a miscommunication there.
Well, now I don't trust him.
Why?
You didn't listen to me and comes back with something totally different than I asked for. I don't want to do it with you. If I can't get what I want, then I'm done.
I am completely screwed right now.
I even tried to talk him down. I even told him, hey, give me a chance. Let me talk to you. And he was like, no.
If I don't do a tattoo today, this could be it.
You have 6 hours to create a head tattoo. And your time starts now.
Right on. Come on.
Finesse is definitely going to come into play in this particular elimination because head tattoos are painful.
So have you tattooed head before?
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's going to take a lot of bedside manner to be able to keep their clients calm and cool throughout the session and really show us what they have.
I'm very nervous starting this tattoo. The smaller you do detail, the harder it is to pull it off right.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm trying. Everything in my head right now is telling me a small tattoo is not the best way to go. This is gonna send you to the bottom.
She's coming along. So far, so good.
I just gotta deal with what I got and rock this with confidence.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. No more ink. Machines down, please.
You've done great. I could not take a 6-hour tattoo on my head. No way.
I think you nailed it.
Tattoo Baby's tattoo is overwhelmingly flawed. The head's too big, anatomy's a little off, the toes are freaking weird. She's still showing her weaknesses. Tattoo Baby should definitely be going home.
Artists, today you had to show your ability to use finesse by tattooing a challenging part of the body, the head. Tattoo Baby. How well do you feel you executed this tattoo?
It was pretty challenging for me. There were certain spots where she was crying, but hopefully I helped her soothe through it.
You used finesse with your canvas.
It was a difficult piece. I like the way you designed her where she's bound and her legs are up. Only thing I'm having trouble with is that line that looks like it's a part of her butt cheek, and then the line going down, it looks like the back of her leg. If I look at a tattoo and I have to figure out what's going on, that's not a successful tattoo.
I do feel that you have probably more consistency in your line weight than potentially Joey for me beating up Joey's outline. However, you look like you're covering up inconsistencies just by the approach of the shading that you took, trying to pack areas with this blue that's inconsistent. That is a hard color to make look great. You took a beautiful structure and you muddied it up.
We are here to decide which tattoo is the worst.
My artist was Tattoo Baby. I asked for a woman bound in seaweed.
The bottom hand, it's contorted. It seems disproportionate. top hand kind of twisted over and the pinky on the bottom hand that just kind of doesn't set right.
The hands are misproportioned and the feet.
To me, looking at that tattoo, proportion-wise, it looks great.
Great figure, thick and nice booty.
It's beautiful, but beautiful doesn't cut the cake. I'm not happy with it.
I'd be really happy with it. It looks good. I know what that is. I just didn't know what yours was, my man, and that's all it is.
Tattoo baby, Kyle, Joshua, one of you is about to close shop. Tattoo baby, you're here because the human canvas jury voted that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
Oh, wow.
You've got to be able to get clean lines in. We expected you to make a leap from last year to this year, and I'm not seeing it.
I feel like I've been trying to overdo it with my tattoos, and maybe that's why I've been dropping the ball a little bit, but I feel like I do deserve another challenge. I can show you black and gray. I can show you color. You've seen my blending. I draw my ass off, so I really hope you guys give me the chance.
Today, these artists are gonna be covering up hate tattoos. They really have to put everything aside and do the best cover-up they possibly can.
What's going on? What's the story behind that?
I was just brainwashed when I was younger. And when I got older and had kids, I realized, man, what the hell? I'm trying to do a 360.
Well, I'd love to help, man. That's what
yeah,
I'm
I
here
appreciate
for.
that.
Right on.
Ingenuity is always gonna play into the cover-up. You should never be able to pick out a section where you know the cover-up is. That's the biggest fail.
I wanted a cross with a helmet coming off of it.
That's basically a soldier's cross.
Exactly.
My biggest concern about this tattoo is that it's really large and some weird tattoo going right through the middle. She wants a soldier's cross, but it's not big enough to cover this thing. Anything else if this didn't work for you?
No way.
If this were in my shop, it would take me 3 days to come up with a design to cover it properly. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've got a couple of different options for you. My canvas wants a soldier's cross and a 6-pointed star to cover this thing up and pay homage to the people that she offended with the original tattoo. The soldier's cross is doable. However, I've got to do it at least that big. So I did one that I know will work, a World War II American Eagle piece. With the 6-pointed star, I know it's a totally different direction.
Get it.
Really?
Yeah, badass. Let's get it, man.
Luckily, she just wants to get rid of this swastika. She hates it, and she's willing to do whatever it takes.
Why did you get the Nazi tattoo to begin with? Is that a question you don't want?
Trying to fit in. I got mixed up with the wrong people and did a stupid move when I was 16. Been carrying that around for 20 years. I don't think I truly understood what it meant, and it disgusts me that it's there. I want to turn a negative into a positive. It's caused so much turmoil in my life. To have this thing covered up, man, that's almost surreal, you know?
Dude, that's cool. I'm glad I could be the one to do it.
Stoked, completely.
Got some tricks to pull off. This tattoo isn't working out as good as I expected. There are a lot of wonky lines that are just popping up out of the blue. It is not covering the way I wanted to.
My goal is to make it look like a badass tattoo, even if it wasn't covered up. And there's a couple spots that get a little bit black.
I've never been to the bottom before, and I'm not ready to go now.
I ain't ever gotta look at that ugly ass thing again, man.
It's a pretty tough looking tattoo.
Yeah, it is.
Today, you had to show ingenuity by covering a hate tattoo. Christian.
You have some definite challenges in the eagle. Things that really give the eagle the power are gonna be the talons in the head. You just did them too small. You want to lock them in and make it powerful and strong. It gets more of a turkey feel than it does an eagle feel. The other thing is, it's two different shaped wings completely. The one closest to us is a big fat square that doesn't have that strong taper, and then the back wing is right. It's got that long feel.
You've only got so much time to make every line work, and a lot of decisions I had to make on the fly to cover the straight lines going out. It is what it is, but that's why I did it.
But if you had the time to do the non-important flower, that time could have all gone into your main design of the cover-up. At this stage of the game, everything has to be tight because you guys aren't making big mistakes, so it's the little ones that get hit.
We are here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo, and my artist was Christian.
This is a very simplistic design.
It's a little simple. I wish I could have got the soldier's cross. I did want that.
I think he should have gave you what you wanted.
He could have showcased his talents a little better.
Yeah, this is the time to bring it, and he didn't bring it.
Today, you had a true test of ingenuity, a cover-up. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Now it's time to find out who the human canvas jury chose. Christian, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day. January, why did the jury vote Kristen to the bottom?
They thought that it was a little too simple for as far into the game that he is. He could have done what I asked for, a soldier's cross with maybe a good background.
The human canvas jury doesn't understand technicalities of tattooing. I don't believe that what she originally wanted was doable for that particular cover-up.
Compared to the other 4, I just don't think it was as good.
I have not changed my canvas's mind once up until now, and because it was technically impossible for me to do.
I do love the tattoo very much.
I apologize if it wasn't what you wanted.
January, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Kristen, a little bit more understanding of traditional shading. This tattoo could have been a lot better.
I still think I did a solid tattoo. I think it was technically applied correctly. I don't think I deserve to go home. Nobody wanted that one. And yeah, she's walking away and nobody knows what the is under there.
Artists, you have 6 hours to create a trash polka tattoo. And your time begins now.
All right.
Let's do this.
Trash polka, it's a real test because it encompasses so many different elements. These artists are gonna have to take the imagery the canvas is asking for and find a way to meld all that together to really turn out a beautiful tattoo.
My canvas wants a bunch of random New York.
By far the worst spot, man. Got the shakes.
Brace yourself. You're getting an easy spot tattooed? Shut the up and let me do what I do.
Today, you had to use composition to create a trash polka tattoo. Let's see how you did. Tyler.
Looking at the tattoo, it is very busy, but at the same time, when I look at composition, if it's interesting, I can overlook mistakes. But the Empire State Building's line, pretty strange. That outline gets a little crazy.
I had to hold that kid down.
We always compliment you on your application, and this one, some of the line work just gets away.
I wasn't trying to go for clean. I wanted to go for like that messy punk rock.
And here, always go for clean.
We're here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo, and my artist was Tyler. The image was just photoshopped and traced onto my leg. It really wasn't original.
I think it's too busy. I think from a distance, I wouldn't know what that was.
That Statue of Liberty looks like crap.
All he did was Google Statue of Liberty, Googled Empire State Building, copy, paste.
Today, your composition was put to the test with trash polka tattoos. It's time to find out who the human canvas jury determined had the worst tattoo of the day. Tyler, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
I'm 100% surprised.
Everybody pretty much agreed that everything was just very clustered. It's just very unreadable from a distance.
What do you think about it?
I'm unsatisfied with it. The Empire State Building, it just looks so corny and just stenciled.
It's a trash polka tattoo.
Tyler, I mean, this is not personal. I'm just saying the tattoo that I came away with, I'm unsatisfied.
I did the challenge. I like the tattoo.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Kenny.
you, guys.
Appreciate you sharing your thoughts.
Tyler, the design itself has a lot of the style that you were asked to do, but pleasing your clients, that is the mindset you have to win this thing and not put yourself up for being at the bottom.
Your tattoo may include any elements you like. However, it must include an eagle and a flag.
Actually, having an eagle and a flag levels the playing field. Now, everybody has to deal with the same subject matter, so you'll be able to see their interpretation of American traditional.
What kind of tattoo you want to get?
I'd like you to ink your artistic version of the United States Marine Corps emblem on my upper left arm.
You would like me to do it?
I said that.
Did I just hear what I thought I heard? I kind of hit a brick wall and the tables got turned on me. My canvas chose me. I'm gonna do it for you, sir.
The one thing you can control is the canvas that you get, and the canvas picked him. That advantage is gone.
Thank you. Very good.
Kay did not have a choice to choose that guy. Kay didn't do that, he would have looked like a punk. You ain't playing games anymore.
Thank you.
I'll be 80 years old, and this will be a good birthday present for me.
Yes, it will.
I've never had a tattoo.
Virgin canvas. He's a virgin, on top of having 80-year-old skin.
Have you ever done an Eagle, Globe, and Anchor?
I've done plenty, but this particular challenge, I have strict restraints.
One of the things you don't want to get is a tattoo virgin. Number two is an older client, just because of the delicacy of their skin. Kay could be in trouble on this one.
But this is the worst case scenario here. This is so bad.
All right, you're about to show all of America it's never too late.
1 hour remaining.
You're doing well.
His skin is doing some funny things. The needle hits and I get bursts of ink in certain places.
Kay's lines are extremely crooked. His red stripe is touching the blue on the flag. His 80-year-old veteran client is gonna hate that. Kay should be booted out of the house.
This week, we went old school and had you tattoo an American traditional design with an eagle and a flag, giving us similar elements to judge. We're testing you online. Kay.
My canvas was an 80-year-old tattoo virgin, so I had to keep it small.
As far as judging lines, there's a couple weak lines in here, and pulling that long line on that flagpole is the son of a and it showed that you had a little bit of difficulty with it.
You are the guy who is working the hardest from the bottom and trying to dig your way up. You're definitely not going home today, buddy.
That's all I want.
That's the best I can give you. You ain't the one leaving.
Thank you.
Today, you must tattoo a creature that appears in almost every culture, wherever humans struggle with good and evil. A demon.
Yes. Black and gray horror tattoos is something that I can do in my sleep. I do them all the time. This is awesome.
So you want to do it on your stomach?
Yeah.
When the skin is very loose and deflated, it makes it extremely hard to tattoo. It's extremely hard to work on the stomach, and it's a disadvantage to me because it's skin that was now stretched down. I have to make sure it looks damn good so that I can impress the judges and win this thing.
Let me make it clear. I do not care if you go home. I don't care if you lose or win. This is going on my body.
Don't think that I'm sitting here arguing with you, because that's not what I'm doing.
No, I'm explaining your status in the competition is none of my concern.
What the hell am I supposed to do? I've left my family to come here to win, and this guy's gonna come in my room and tell me that he doesn't give a and all he wants is his free tattoo? I'm screwed.
We picked you a good one.
Yeah, because ultimately I was able to reel him back in, and he's gonna get a really cool chest piece.
What? Talked him out of it?
So it's all good.
Sausage, you slippery little wiener. Every time I give him a hard canvas, he slips out of it. Sausage talked him out of the stomach.
God, here he is.
That little sausage.
That mother.
No, right?
The difficulty in creating negative space in a black and gray tattoo is the artist understanding where the light's supposed to be and being able to do really smooth, gradual fades leading up to that light to create that nice, beautiful highlight.
Perfect.
What are your thoughts, bro?
This is not gonna work. I'm really disappointed because I really wanted that pillar.
Just the pillar, or is it everything else too? My canvas doesn't want to work with me. He doesn't give a.
This is not what we discussed at all.
It is what we discussed.
No, it's not. This is not what we discussed at all. This is not the picture.
That is.
No, it's not.
I will tattoo myself to stay in this competition, but the last thing I'm gonna tattoo on myself is a demon. Being a new man of faith, that goes against my religious beliefs. When I look up pillar, there's this kind of pillar. Is this what you're kind of hoping for then too?
I was kind of hoping that you would do it.
I can't let him walk out the door.
4 hours remaining.
This is gonna kind of come in, and then everything's just gonna kind of fade off as you see it. Is that all right?
It's fine.
Work?
Yes.
Cool. Then we'll get you started, okay? You ready? Little poke.
30 minutes remain, everybody.
The guys that were up there today, they're gunning for the top people. As much as they sit here and try to throw me under the bus, I'm gonna battle my way to win. There's a couple bullies that kind of feel that if they give me enough, maybe I'll just trip and then I'll fall. But they don't realize that my history has been to take whatever is given to me and absolutely crush it.
Karma's a bitch.
Artists, today, you had to show negative space with a black and gray demon. Sausage.
I gotta admit, when he said gargoyle, I kind of rolled my eyes like, oh boy. It just sounds so corny. When I saw it, I was pretty much blown away. There's a lot of layers to it, and it looks like stone, but it has movement and action, and the perspective is odd and different. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you. The dynamic hand that you have on the foreground is a really nice touch. All that really heavy shading, but with the nice skin breaks, makes it very legible. It doesn't get lost in the background. Overall, man, it's a good job.
Sounds like Halo and Scott's attempt at throwing you under the bus may have backfired, huh?
I'm hoping so.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Before we send you back to the loft, the judges have determined a winner. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Sausage.
Overcoming the adversities you had from the start, just the signs of a true professional. Great tattoo, Sausage.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Today, you must tattoo something so unique that in this courtroom, it can be the difference between a conviction and an acquittal. A fingerprint.
Fingerprints are comprised of so many little concentric lines and tiny little details. Putting that many lines close together can be incredibly difficult without screwing up.
But that is not all. For this flash challenge, the judges aren't the only ones inspecting your work, because today we are joined by a forensics expert. Detective Adrian Gardner is a crime scene investigator specializing in latent fingerprint analysis and comparison. And she's here to determine if your tattoo can stand up as evidence in a court of law.
This is crazy.
Your prints are pretty soft, so I'm gonna see if I can blow them up and get some more detail. My canvas is an older gal, and I'm completely screwed because of it. Her skin is much more elastic, and her fingerprints are nowhere near as defined. You go ahead and just jump around and fidget as much as you want. I'm doing this hard because I just can't get the detail that everybody else does, but I can win points on creativity, and my canvas is gonna walk out with the coolest tattoo in the room.
I like how you shaped it like a heart. Awesome.
You like?
Yeah.
Good deal, thank you.
Christian's trying to camouflage his crappy line work with a bunch of extra garbage around it. Why are you doing that on a detail challenge?
All right, guys, time to critique your work. Christian, obviously you went with a Sacred Heart design.
I knew that I didn't have the level of accuracy that some of the other prints had, so I started thinking, you know what, I'm gonna give Mike a badass tattoo.
Just looking at the known print, you can see this one is a little bit more challenging.
As people age, the ridges lose elasticity. That was the case here. Doing a side-by-side comparison, there's not enough detail. I wouldn't say this isn't hers, but I wouldn't say it's a match.
Inconclusive.
Inconclusive.
This is not a creative challenge. You f***ed up the fingerprint. You can't hide it by putting a heart with flames in there. That's not what this challenge is about.
Today, you must all tattoo the exact same subject. Seeing your tattoos side by side will make it obvious how your texture stacks up against the competition. Today, you must tattoo a phoenix. A phoenix is a fiery, mythological bird that goes up in flames and rises from the ashes to be reborn.
This is gonna be tough. You have feathers, you got flames, you have beaks. We gotta balance all those textures in one piece.
Good luck.
Phoenixes show a ton of texture in feathers, beaks, claws, and flame. Texture is what separates a lot of great tattooers from decent tattooers.
What's the longest you've ever sat for a tattoo?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. I'm already freaking out. I don't know if she can take 6 hours of pain.
If it takes 6 hours, then that's what I'm going to do.
It's going to be exciting. I have so much pressure on my shoulders. Any kind of movement that you may feel you need to do, let me know. I definitely need to redeem myself because I didn't finish the flash challenge. You ready? I'm finishing this tattoo.
1 hour down, 5 to go.
Here we go.
Today, we tossed you into the fire by making all of you tattoo a phoenix, giving us a side-by-side comparison of texture. Tattoo, baby.
For anybody to get this client, I'm glad it's somebody that could not overly work their delicate skin. You put a ton of texture in it, and I think you did a great job.
One of the things that I do love about this is the way that you did the tail feathers and you flipped them up and you did different directions. You took time to plan that out. The detail that you got into this piece looks really great.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a Japanese dragon with water. Good luck.
I love Japanese tattooing. It's what I put my time and my career into.
You wanted a full dragon, or
You just gotta show me what it looks like, what it will look like.
Yeah.
There's so many tricks to these, and if you don't know it, it's almost impossible to replicate.
I'm open about a lot of things, but it ain't coming off the ribs.
Okay.
I had lap band surgery.
You had lap band surgery?
I had it done. I lost over 200 pounds.
Can I take a look at your ribs?
Yeah, sure.
Holy crap. A lot of loose skin. The swelling of the skin is going to be immediate. When people lose a lot of weight, their skin becomes very rubbery. It's like thin paper. You can blow a line just by whispering. The biggest thing that I have going against me is your skin.
Of course, you gotta overcome and adapt. Is the skin as bad as you thought it was?
Oh, the skin's bad.
Because I lost the weight, is that why?
Totally, it's been stretched out. I got the worst canvas of the day because the skin is so fragile. If I'm not careful, it's gonna swell up to the point where I can't tattoo it. All right?
Burns so bad.
It's not very fun. Oh my. Christian and Clean were clearly out to screw me. I'm a threat, and they're trying to take me out. So I appreciate you fighting through with this.
How you doing, buddy? Starting to get a little rough?
Wasn't for the burn, I'd be straight, man.
Sausage is totally rattled. I almost feel guilty. Almost. I'm pretty sure Sausage is going to eat my face tonight.
Oh, is he angry?
Oh, he's beyond angry. Sausage should be feeling like a little kid because he's going to get spanked today.
2 hours to go, everybody.
Let's take this last stab at it, okay?
Oh.
My canvas is really feeling the pain. He's kind of jostling around in the chair. This is not making it easy for me to do these really smooth blends that I need to nail.
God damn it. I got none left.
I'm screwed.
3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up. Machine's down. No more ink.
That's amazing.
Thank you, man.
The dragon is absolutely awful. There is not one redeeming quality about this tattoo. Sausage is going home, and I'm the boot that kicked him out the door.
Today, James Vaughn challenged you to the ultimate test of legibility, a Japanese dragon with water. Let's start off with Sausage.
The legibility of this tattoo is lost just in the way you shaded it. You put black right up to the edge of the dragon and then black right inside the dragon. The same tones inside the head as there are outside the head. It makes it overall messy.
The problem with skin that has weight loss, it's much harder when it's deflated.
That being said, you do have some anatomy issues. The neck is so thick, and then you really taper down to this thin body. It makes it seem like the head is way in the foreground and the rest of the dragon's way off in the background. Your big downfall is the drawing.
Today, you were judged on legibility, and based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. It's now time to find out who the human canvas jury chose.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Sausage, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day. Ron, why did the human canvas jury vote Sausage to the bottom?
They said it was too dark, and that was it.
I'm sorry, Ron. This is not where I expected to see you
You
at
don't
all.
gotta be sorry about nothing. I was a bad canvas. It hurt.
He took some breaks, and we did the best we could.
I don't see this being a bad tattoo at all. I don't care what anyone says. I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Okay, Ron, thanks for joining us, buddy.
See you guys.
Sausage, this thing just didn't come across. You have a nice standout head if you look at just the drawing, but you didn't do the right things in the shading of this tattoo to accentuate that.
I definitely have some shading issues, but my technique is flawless.
When I see black tucked into whiskers like that, my immediate response is somebody was trying to cover up a mistake.
The scales are done well, the face is done well. It's not like I'm gonna go back upstairs and the bed. I'm gonna come back out swinging for the fences again.
If Sausage's tattoo walked into my shop, I would question whether that person knows how to tattoo.
But I do feel that mine was more legible.
I don't.
Final decision.
Megan's has fallen short.
When I look at Megan Jean's tattoo, it appears cleaner to me. My vote is for Sausage. Chris.
Megan Jean.
The judges have decided. Megan Jean, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Okay.
Please pack your machines and close shop.
Tell us what you want.
A winged Valkyrie pinup on my ribs.
His ribs?
Do you have any wiggle room on that placement?
No.
You pretty stuck to that?
Yeah.
Good to know. God.
I'd like to do a barbershop themed pinup girl.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. On my butt.
Oh.
God damn it.
Are you flexible on placement?
Not at all.
Tattooing someone's butt is like tattooing a water balloon filled with cottage cheese.
That placement does suck.
No, thank you.
As far as black and gray versus color, I think we would be cutting it super close if we did color. We think with black and gray, you would get a better quality tattoo. We can move right along versus like trying to rush.
I really don't want it black and gray though.
My biggest concern is her skin type. There's wrinkly skin and it's super hard to pack color.
I know you really want color. We just want to make sure you get the best tattoo possible.
I really wanted to have color.
You would like a barberess pinup?
Yeah, I would like her to have red hair, green eyes, and I would like a barber pole.
Since you want to get it like on your actual bum, something linear is not gonna fit you proper and look right.
Maybe she's sitting side saddle on the barber pole. Like, it doesn't have to be straight. The barber pole can be off to a side.
I think her sitting on the barber pole is a really good idea.
He's really easy to work with. He's got good ideas, and then out comes the ass.
Got like a good butt exposure here.
It's like someone poured this guy's ass out of a bag.
Me and you were gonna be real good friends.
It's just so hard to tattoo an area that doesn't have any elasticity.
But let's stay away from this section.
This is going to be the end of us.
See your ribs. So,
I can't have the axe covering the tits, though. That's what the whole thing's all about. Why would you have an axe in front of a tits? I don't get that.
The tits are right there. Only little part of it's covered.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though? Why would you cover her tits with an axe?
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to redraw the whole thing, I'll just redraw it.
No, everything's fine. Just move the axe to
I can't. It changes her whole shoulder. It changes this. You weren't set on her tits before. You were like, I don't care about the tits.
No, I said I don't want them too big, but I don't want them covered.
Well, this is starting out good.
I wouldn't block tits with an axe on a pinup. It's stupid.
I just want to make a tattoo.
Whoa, this is cool.
We had to redraw it.
He doesn't like it?
We had to put the axe in this one. Time started already. I mean, we haven't even started tattooing yet. I'm losing my mind right now. Let me see what it looked like smaller. Can't waste much more time, dude. We're already not tattooing.
And switch artists.
Ooh-wee.
You okay?
Yeah, I gotta be, or it ain't getting done, right?
We're definitely just feeling the pressures of things with our canvas not working with us and not budging on the black and gray. The color's definitely taking a long time. There's that skin tone there, you know what I mean?
There's more of a skin tone.
I just wish we would stop getting dealt canvases.
I'm so jealous you guys got the cowgirl.
Pins and Needles is tattooing a weird, unattractive lady wearing like a big, oversized hat and a meat sack. It's strange.
Yeah, that looks awesome. We're already late in this thing, so we're both panicking right now. So right now, whoever starts ends. Yes. We might be completely in this challenge. Ready?
Oh, I don't know how much I got left in me.
Light at the end of the tunnel, bud.
Butt tattoos, definitely not the most fun.
I feel like I'm moving around.
His skin is starting to become highly irritated. It makes the line work look shaky and wobbly. It's actually just swelling, and we're starting to worry about it. This guy could stand up, and it could be completely jacked.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
Nice.
Yeah. Holy moly. I love it.
Today, you had to tattoo a pinup. Allegory arts. How was this for you?
No pun intended, I'm bummed about it. When he was laying down, everything looked to me to be exactly where it needed to go, and now things look like they've shifted a bit.
Your outline just reeks of wobbly, not well-stretched skin. There isn't a well-pulled line in the pack. I've tattooed a hell of a lot of asses, and there's only one way to get them done. You take that person and you bend them into a ball, like straight up, and you tilt them on his side and you make that ass tight as a drum. I don't care how saggy it is. I'll make that thing tighter than the table. I can't believe you guys tattooed it the way you tattooed it. You committed suicide.
Old Town ink. The elements within the tattoo are clean, I just don't know if it nails the proportion aspect of this challenge.
The back leg is just entirely too small. Your anatomy is totally off. Her chest line's to the right, and then her stomach's all the way to the left. That turn is an impossibility. Just a huge miss on the body.
Pins and needles. It's not the most attractive pinup.
The skirt looks more on the side of a dripping petal or lunch meat, anything other than fabric. We gotta talk about these legs. The back leg is just one width, one thickness, all the way up.
Wait, which one's the back leg?
That's the other debate. And you thought this is gonna fly, then you guys are crazy.
Today, you had to tattoo the ultimate test of proportion, a pinup. Based on your work, one shop will be packing their machines.
Ours didn't even deserve to be in the bottom based on proportions.
You know, you guys debate on how proportionate or how well or how good these lines are, but look at the wobbly left cheek coming off the red. All you had to do was really pull clean lines.
Do you think if I would have put this tattoo on a forearm that we'd be having this conversation?
Honestly, you guys have had some rough outlines in this competition. I would say that we could be having this conversation 100%, or you could have had a great day.
Pins and needles.
There's a slew of problems that I have. The feet on this, the legs on this. You guys are just drawing at straws here on shading this tattoo.
Ours definitely does have some issues, but I feel like stuff that they had going on kind of stood out a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you not see the same issue with some of Allegory's piece?
Absolutely. But I mean, I gotta say, Allegory is the least challenged on the anatomy side.
I cannot get past the face.
Hold on.
You okay?
Oh, maybe not.
You all right?
You all right?
I can't stand up and I got it bad.
You okay?
You all right? You all right, bro?
Can you get some water?
I might go outside for a second.
Hey,
Don't stand up. Stand up.
Sit down, dude.
Sit down, stand up.
Yeah, just sit, dude.
Take a deep breath.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I do this all the time.
No, you don't.
Yeah, your wife says you
you got
don't.
any tingles?
Take this off really quick.
Just let me sit for a second.
Yeah, don't get up.
I'm just a bit high strung.
When you're ready, we got a chair for you.
Thanks, brother.
All right, man.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you, baby.
He's shaking it off.
Sorry, y'all.
You're okay.
Good, man.
However, unfortunately, somebody's got to go home.
I think there's equal technical challenges. My decision based on proportion is pins and needles.
You know, my vote is always based on what just looks right. My vote is for pins and needles. The judges have decided pins and needles. You do not have what it takes to be master shop.
You guys built a brand and you really put some shining work out there. You guys definitely gave the big dogs a run for their money.
Thank you.
Please pack your machines and move out.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to pull this off.
You will have 6 hours to create a terrifying black and gray demon. Based on your work, one of you will be closing shop. Good luck.
So you want to do it on your stomach.
Yeah.
When the skin is very loose and deflated, it makes it extremely hard to tattoo. It's extremely hard to work on the stomach, and it's a disadvantage to me because it's skin that was now stretched down. I have to make sure it looks damn good so that I can impress the judges and win this thing.
Let me make it clear. I do not care if you go home. I don't care if you lose or win. This is going on my body.
Don't think that I'm sitting here arguing with you, because that's not what I'm doing.
No, I'm explaining your status in the competition is none of my concern.
What the hell am I supposed to do? I've left my family to come here to win, and this guy's gonna come in my room and tell me that he doesn't give a and all he wants is his free tattoo? I'm screwed.
Stomach tattoo, huh? I knew you could do it.
Well, if you knew I could do it, why wouldn't you give it to somebody else that couldn't?
That wouldn't be no fun. Yeah, I was giggling a little bit. I was like, oh man, Sausage is gonna have his work cut out.
Yeah, you didn't give a about me or the competition or anything else.
Really? We picked you a good one.
Yeah, because ultimately I was able to reel him back in, and he's gonna get a really cool chest piece.
What? Talked him out of it?
Uh-huh. So, it's all good.
Sausage, you slippery little wiener. Every time I give him a hard canvas, he slips out of it. Sausage talked him out of the stomach.
God, here he
Yeah, that little sausage.
That mother.
No, right?
What are your thoughts, bro?
This is not gonna work. I'm really disappointed because I really wanted that pillar.
Just the pillar, or is it everything else too?
My canvas doesn't want to work with me. He doesn't give a.
This is not what we discussed at all.
It is what we discussed.
No, it's not. This is not what we discussed at all. This is not the picture.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I will tattoo myself to stay in this competition, but the last thing I'm gonna tattoo on myself is a demon. Being a new man of faith, that goes against my religious beliefs.
When I look up pillar, there's this kind of pillar. Is this what you're kind of hoping for then too?
I was kind of hoping that you would do it.
I can't let him walk out the door.
4 hours remaining.
This is gonna kind of come in, and then everything's just gonna kind of fade off as you see it. Is that all right?
It's fine.
Work?
Yes.
Cool. Then we'll get you started, okay? You ready? Little poke. The guys that were up there today, they're gunning for the top people. As much as they sit here and try to throw me under the bus, I'm gonna battle my way to win.
There's a couple bullies that kind of feel that if they give me enough, maybe I'll just trip and then I'll fall. But they don't realize that my history has been to take whatever is given to me and absolutely crush it.
Karma's a bitch.
Artists, today, you had to show negative space with a black and gray demon. Sausage.
I gotta admit, when he said gargoyle, I kind of rolled my eyes like, oh boy. It just sounds so corny. When I saw it, I was pretty much blown away. There's a lot of layers to it, and it looks like stone, but it has movement and action, and the perspective is odd and different. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
The dynamic hand that you have in the foreground is a really nice touch. All that really heavy shading, but with the nice skin breaks, makes it very legible. It doesn't get lost in the background. Overall, man, it's a good job.
Sounds like Halo and Scott's attempt at throwing you under the bus may have backfired, huh?
I'm hoping so.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Before we send you back to the loft, the judges have determined a winner. The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Sausage. You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a fierce warrior, and based on your work, one of you will be closing shop. Good luck.
I want a kick-ass tattoo.
I just need specifics.
I want like a breastplate, like a chest plate. The helmet with like the nose and the eyes are showing. What do you think about a spear instead of a sword?
You gotta just tell me which type you want. We got ourselves a bitch, ladies and gentlemen. Scott was trying to give me a difficult one to deal with. He succeeded.
I want you to be able to like see his bicep and like his forearm and his fist.
That might not be anatomically possible. We also want to finish this thing.
That is true too, but I don't like that idea. I don't like that.
And that limits us. He just wants to fight me at every single turn.
Yeah, no, I don't want that much.
Whatever, dude. I don't care. This could definitely get me sent home. Yeah, that body position was weird. The arm was all wonky.
I just don't get it. You told me you're not gonna change it on me. You changed the arm and you changed the shield.
Yeah, but the problem is that it looks weird. Look, I'm telling you now, it doesn't look right.
It doesn't look right, or you can't do it. You're not capable.
My canvas is an ass.
What happened was you told me this, and you said,
I understand.
you're not gonna ask me to change it, and then you changed it on me.
I had to change it. I had to change it for what's gonna work, and you signed up to get a free tattoo.
No, I'm supposed to get something that I'm supposed to be happy with.
You're gonna get what's gonna work for the competition. That's how it works. Don't cost me my opportunity because you're a dick. You're a dick, dude.
I gotta like this.
But I gotta do what's gonna win. So I'm gonna try to do what you're asking for
I'm
right
sure you
now.
will.
But if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna wind up tattooing myself.
That's comforting.
Holy annoying.
If you're gonna tattoo yourself, then what's the whole point of this competition? I don't understand. Is this how you treat customers in your shop? This is something that I have to wear for the rest of my life, first and foremost. It's a contest, secondary. His shield is dark. There's a lot of dark in one spot.
I can't stand this jerk off. There has to be shadows. If there's no shadows, we got nothing.
You don't think it's too much like black in one spot, though?
If I thought it was too much, I wouldn't put it in there. He's complaining. He's questioning what I'm doing.
It looks like there's so much black going on there in the arm.
It's hard to concentrate when you keep asking me stuff like that. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing, bro. I should have done what I would have done in the real world and thrown his ass the out. And ta-da!
It looks a little too dark. I feel like his arm and the shield, it's just like, it's one shade. I would have liked to see his arm a little bit more.
One shade.
Jay's inability to work with a canvas really shows in his tattoo. If you want to be ink master, you need to be able to work with any canvas and still make a good tattoo.
The judge come over, taking a look at it with a big smile on his face. He didn't do that because I was up.
Pack your bags, dude. Your girlfriend's missing you. Go home.
Today, we asked you to show detail by tattooing warriors. Jay.
Man, really, what I just got to get into is this guy. I mean, we've seen some bad backgrounds. This is some bad backgrounds.
That was the end of the tattoo where he just wouldn't stop moving.
You would have been better off just doing your figure alone.
The warrior's drawn and shaded nicely. I think the second you got to the background, you were like, it just looks like you're tattooing really pissed off.
You will have 6 hours to tattoo a new school dinosaur. Based on your work, one of you will close shop. Good luck.
Stegosaurus in a varsity jacket.
Playing video games on the stone TV?
Yes.
Okay. What the am I gonna do with this? How are you supposed to put a TV into this tattoo without blocking half of it?
Some red Converse with a date on the bottom to be like a tribute to my father.
Holy crap. This guy wants like a dozen elements packed into one tattoo. Sausage, you came out swinging at me right now. You're petty, dude. You're a petty son of a bitch.
You're intense, man.
Hold on tight. Trying to make a winner here. I have to tattoo a new school Triceratops playing video games on Jack Skellington. He only has like this much fat between his skin and bone. And it really hurts to get tattooed when you're that skinny. Let's keep getting it over with. This guy will not sit through what I have to give him, and this is bull yet again.
Today, Jimmy challenged you to tattoo his specialty, New School, and we're judging color theory. Maddie, what exactly did your canvas ask you for?
He wanted a little dinosaur kid playing video games in front of a stone TV.
Why is the TV not plugged in?
Where would I plug it in, you know? It just has no place to go.
On the front of the TV, there's an awkward black line that comes out.
It wasn't a mistake line, if that's what you're asking.
Looks like an unfinished line.
I was making that little cord for the controller.
The TV itself, I'm not a fan of it. Just not as striking, as powerful of an image.
You'll have 6 hours to show contrast with an outer space tattoo. And based on your work, one of you will close shop. Good luck.
Ideally, in this tattoo, what exactly are you looking for?
Okay, I want a more realistic scene.
And you wanted to do 3 planets, right?
I have 3 people's names, my 2 children and my best friend, that I kind of wanted to incorporate into there, but not like, obviously. Kind of atmospherically, like you can hide it in a planet if you want.
I have to convince my canvas not to do names. I never try to convince people out of something that they feel strongly about.
Right.
But in this competition, names send people home. Like, I might be.
So I wanted like a whole battlefield, and then with a planet, a black hole or a wormhole, whichever, and some kind of alien battlefield.
Like, are they battling on a planet?
No, there's just in outer space.
Shooting at each other?
Yeah, pretty much, you know, flying saucers.
Okay.
Pew, 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 pew,
Okay.
shooting at each other.
You have gotta be kidding me. The tattoo that I'm gonna make will probably be around this size, but it'll be easy to build off of. Because we won't finish if you do your whole ribs.
I think you should be able to. Totally should be able to.
It's not possible to finish something that size. If I don't finish this tattoo, I am screwed.
I'm gonna kick those boys' butts today.
Yeah.
Originally, my canvas requested 3 planets and 3 names. But I convinced my canvas that we are not doing the names. Gian, dummy.
Little match made in heaven, Gian, sorry.
He thought he was throwing us under the bus. Gian thought he was giving me one of the worst canvases, and I turned that around.
Ryan's stoked. She talked that lady out of that. Stoked. Right? I would be.
Just a little bit, huh?
It looks so good, oh yeah.
This canvas keeps moving around. He is not sitting very well at all.
Sorry.
Mike's tuned into outer space right now with his canvas. He's a weirdo.
I think I'm really.
Today you had to show contrast by tattooing outer space. Mike. You've hit contrast here. There is some nice areas of darkness in the space, but you've got circles, you've got different areas that are geometrically supposed to be parallel and perfect, and they're all a little rough.
That dude was weird. He just kept sitting up and moving all around, and he wouldn't sit still.
What I don't like is the way you tattooed. It doesn't have that finished look that I'm used to seeing from you. It doesn't have the polish.
This is why you don't want to phone those flash challenges in.
No, yeah.
You're gonna get a guy like this if you do.
If I get a skull pick, I'm gonna get him.
Ryan.
A lot of people hit contrast today, but I really think you hit it the best. The top 2 planets, just the contrast with the light purple, the open highlight, then the black, you really get the idea of contrast to create a shape.
I really like the black that you use, even though the rings get a little wobbly. And I think you have a lot of good tricks. Looking strong here.
Thank you.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Ryan.
Thank you.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a color realistic battle. Based on your work, one shop will be out. Good luck.
What's up, buddy? DJ, nice to meet you.
What is it exactly that you were looking to get again?
Warrior princess fighting a dark warrior. But we need to add an element that he's getting the kicked out of him.
Right.
I want a look on her face that's just badass. She's standing over him. She's got her sword sort of resting on him. Gowns can't look perfect. I want blood. I want holes.
We thought we had the best canvas. She said one thing in the lineup, and now she's telling us a million different things that she wants.
We're working with 6 hours. This is easily a 25-hour tattoo.
Yeah.
There are just elements that I'm not willing to compromise on.
If she's not willing to work with us, then this whole thing's gonna turn into a show.
I thought you said you wanted to soften up the top.
It's pretty soft as it is. I want the top to look a little more even with the bottom.
The only battle in this situation is our canvas battling with us.
I'm just not seeing your background, and I'm not picturing it on the tattoo, and I'm worried that it's gonna not look good.
Yeah, but as artists, we like to give you something that we see as well as a collaboration together.
But it's my tattoo, so give me a minute.
Okay. Now I'm in freaking panic mode.
We're trying to give her best tattoo, and she's second-guessing everything we're doing.
This is crazy.
Welcome back.
So I want you to do what you want to do with the dress.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna do the background.
Okay. I feel like a lot of this comes down to this girl not being able to sit for a 6-hour tattoo. Jess, do you want me to get in or you go?
I think you tattoo a little more gently.
No worries.
You're good.
Yeah, that's fine. This girl's insane.
Absolutely.
Today, you had to create battle scenes with clear composition, pins and needles. Was there a conflict when you got going with this canvas?
Oh my God. She didn't want to trust us on any aspect.
Aside from it not looking like a battle scene, and aside from the problems with the canvas and blah, 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 you drew those hands. Those hands are jacked. And you put that on somebody.
I would have quit too. You win your client over in the beginning, and you make them shut up by impressing them with a beautiful drawing. Your art speaks louder than anything. Artwork, first and foremost. That's how you get the title.
You will have 6 hours to show solid fundamentals tattooing a clock. Fail to impress the judges, and your time in this competition will be up. Good luck.
I like the ingredients that you're giving me here.
All right, don't screw it up.
The pressure is a lot harder on me because I feel like I have to redeem myself. I gotta prove to these guys that I deserve to be here. So she wants a steampunkish owl, top hat, black and gray, put some books stacked on some books.
That is way too much in 6 hours. What's the most important elements of this to you?
All of it.
Can't be done.
Yes, it can.
Not a chance. What you don't want is your artist rushing. It'll end up looking like
I don't think I could pull this off.
You are no match for me.
I know, you
are
already
no
got
match
me
for
scared. How you feeling?
Okay, just check on him, because now I'm
going
worried.
to. I will make sure you're walking out with the best tattoo you can do. I got you.
Go.
How you doing, bud?
Just gonna sketching real quick.
All right, be confident with her. Make sure it's all nice and clean. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
I got a tough canvas. She started off very, very nervous, and now her leg keeps on twitching. and it's making my line work look inconsistent.
Make sure that all the little stuff is as smooth and clean as you can.
I have a lot going through my head right now. I want to impress Christian, I want to impress my fellow teammates. It's hard.
Today, you had to prove your fundamentals tattooing a clock. JP.
Oh, damn. Man, I really like the drawing, but technically, fundamentals, you are falling short. It is just really sloppy.
The line work in this, I have a hard time finding redeeming areas. I'm now believing that it's not nerves, I'm believing that it's you. I don't know if it's your nerves or if it's you, but for me, this one lacks a lot of the fundamentals.
I think it's a good-looking tattoo. Could it be my technique, or could it be the nerves? I'm still trying to just kind of figure that out, bro.
You have 6 hours to tattoo a difficult part of the body. And based on your work, one of you will be going home. Good luck.
How do you want to do it?
Apocalypse the Angel.
Okay.
He has a staff standing by a tombstone with the crow there with his hand out.
Do you want to do like a full body type of thing?
Yeah.
I'm at the mercy of this asshole who will not budge on his idea. Do you feel comfortable just doing him?
Nah, man. I need it to look like it's apocalyptic in the background. You know, I'm gonna put a background behind it.
That's a lot of to cram into a 6-hour tattoo on the ribs, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be able to pull this off. Just keep pushing through.
Yeah, man.
Get this, man.
Yeah, I got it right. Pain.
I think Kyle's in trouble.
Kyle's dude's hurting a little bit.
And the drawing sucks. There's some real shaky lines in it.
You think his drawing's better than TJ's?
TJ's is realism.
You can't tell what it is.
Get the out of here. When you guys were on top, it was all fun. You guys wanted to run your mouths and talk a bunch of and now you lost 2 in a row and your people went home.
That's how it goes. Wait till your dudes start going
home.
home.
And it's gonna happen, I know it. My canvas wants a 16-hour tattoo condensed into 6 hours, but he's squirming like a little bitch.
God damn this. All right, that's. Oh. All right.
You gotta finish it, man.
No, nail the coffin.
Great tattooers go home all the time on this competition because you're at the mercy of your canvas, and this dude is done. I think I'm going home.
Don't plan your funeral before your body dies. Even if he was being a dick, Kyle is still my little brother, and I love him, and I want him to do well. It's so difficult knowing that I can't do anything to help him out.
I dropped the ball today.
Cheer up. Cheer the up.
It's hard. Gonna go pack my bags.
Oh my God, Kyle. Killing me.
Today, you are being tested on creativity, tattooing difficult body parts. Kyle. I like the illustration, but you shaded over your own artwork.
What you're missing here, man, is different values.
Contrast.
You've got one tone of black. You got the same value in the cloak, the beard, the staff, the hood, the wing, and the background.
I definitely would have gone in there with more tones had he been able to sit longer.
This one's probably the biggest struggle you've had since you've been here.
All right, guys, you're gonna have 6 hours to demonstrate color theory by creating new school tattoos. And based on your work, one of you will be packing your bags. Good luck.
The women really hit their targets because they gave me and Cam the hardest canvases. A horse riding a cowboy.
Yes.
I do not do new school. That cartoony shit don't fly with me. Maybe the cowboy look like he's struggling because a horse is heavier than the man, so.
You can even make the guy bucking if you want, you know.
Okay,
like...
it's gonna be hard trying to pull off this design. I definitely got screwed over on this one.
No one on my team does new school, so basically now I just have to teach a bunch of artists a whole new art form in a few hours.
I might have to switch up this whole design, honestly. The whole body situation is just driving me crazy, so I'm about to just try to convince him to get a cowboy horse, especially with the time.
I think that's a good idea.
All right. All right, so I had troubles putting a horse and having it proportionally right on the body.
Right, okay.
So I feel like the safe way for me to do it is do a cowboy horse.
No, I still kind of want the horse riding the man. It just has to look like the horse is on top of the man.
If you were to do something where the man is in front and he's blocking the horse body, would that be something you'd be?
I mean, I can settle
Cool
for
with?
that. I don't want like a horse-man combination.
I am struggling for real. All right, so I finally got it drawn. How you like that?
Yeah, that could work.
It's definitely gonna be more detailed than this, though.
For sure.
Okay.
Woo! Now it's time to get started. In order to finish this, I got a tattoo faster than I ever have before.
Damn, greased lightning.
So you're one of those people that responds well to pressure then.
I try not to lose focus because when I did lose focus, I did bad on the tattoo, so I learned my lesson on that one.
I've given up time with my daughter, and today is not gonna be the day I give up.
Today, you had to show solid color theory by creating a new school tattoo. Fun.
Go get him, brother.
Wish me luck. It looks like you put the stencil on the dark. You just put the boot right into the other tattoo.
Because he had a small arm.
Dude, you're telling me that that boot can't move over a quarter of an inch? I know you're in a hurry. And then we've got that bottom horse hoof. Nobody knows where that foot's coming from. Nobody knows where that foot's going to.
It looks like you were like, oh shit, what am I gonna do?
Yeah,
And you had to
I was
come
just
through.
focused on finishing, honestly.
This is a tougher outing for you today.
You'll have 6 hours to precisely tattoo a traditional illustrative portrait. Fail to impress the judges, and you'll be going home. Good luck.
We're doing full size. These details are gonna be like as close as I can. It's gonna be like a pinup. Well, I was
Yeah.
thinking about maybe like doing like a little flower in front of it. You know, so
Yeah.
you have like a little illustration and then like you have her, so it makes sense, like the transition.
But that's like flower on my wrist. I don't give a shit about flowers at all.
Maybe I could put a ribbon under it.
But I don't know if I like the ribbon.
This canvas is giving me such a hard time. She doesn't want to work with me in any aspect of this.
Could you do like a stone?
I think that's gonna feel like morbid, like a tombstone.
I personally don't mind if it just ends.
I do. Like that's like the most unartistic way to end it is unflattering.
She has to meet me in the middle or I'm going home.
The flower is literally just an afterthought.
But I feel like it's tacky. And then tomorrow I'll be like, what the f did I do?
She won't let me add any kind of frame to it, so it's just gonna end like that. I wanted to add some kind of like filigree, a rose, a flower. She wants nothing.
So how does she want it to end?
She wants it just to end like that, like just fade.
I did not think she was going to be like that at all.
I think it's gonna be so hard to make this look like her.
That's really what she looks like. Always make sure you get these real nice in there. This is super important.
I think I may have myself with this one.
The other ones, I don't know, dude, what I would have done with them.
I'm not mad at anybody.
No, I'm just letting you know, like, I truly thought that would be a good one for you.
I'm just doing it how I want to do it, and then that's what she's gonna get, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
I was afraid that I scared you away. I wasn't trying to be mean. I hope she doesn't think
No,
I'm actually really
I
nice.
definitely went back and I was like, I don't think this is gonna work.
Since I got to go more illustrative, now I have to show a little bit more detail, and the face is too small to show all the details and make it look like this person.
I got a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, we felt the same, but we feel the same now, so that's better.
That's it.
It has teeth in the tattoo, and I don't know how to approach this without making it look like it has veneers.
Ah, shit, Grandma's got a mustache.
Oh my god. I was like, are you kidding?
Tough crowd, tough crowd.
I am shook as
I think I'm going home.
Why?
Like, I'm supposed to be making it look traditional, but I went to black and gray.
Like this?
Yours is nice. Mine, doesn't look traditional enough.
I feel like you have to go traditional, but not so traditional where it doesn't look like the person anymore.
Today, you had to tattoo a traditional illustrative portrait. Pawn.
As far as capturing the look of the person with a simple drawing, you don't do it. If you look at her right eye, the top of her eye is curved, and the tattoo, it's a straight line and then curved underneath. Just the little looks of what's going on, you lose it. The shape of the mouth is off, the width of the neck.
As dark as you went in the collarbone, as weird as the shoulders come out, I can be like, okay, it's stylized, gritty, it's whatever if you're looking to go that route of illustration, but what I can't not see is the precision in the face. Your eyes don't line up. The nose has a crazy curve to it. The mouth is off center. That's all the places where you need to be precise.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a pinup. Fail to create a dream girl, and you can kiss your dream of $100,000 goodbye. Good luck.
Having her like hold an impact wrench, and then obviously it has, you know, an air hose connected going into it.
Honestly, I have no idea what my canvas wants. He's saying a lot of words that I'm not able to catch.
With the rat rod itself, and then the air hose going basically like around her nipples.
every time he talk about something that is already complicated, he adds more things to it.
And then I don't know if it's possible to get a car in the background.
It's too many stuff. We're not gonna be able to accomplish that in 6 hours.
I had a pinup girl on me and got it covered up. The guy did a horrible job.
Well, let's make sure this one is great because it's pretty big.
This canvas was definitely a shot at me. But guess what, man? I'm a canvas whisperer. We came out from 10,000 elements to 3.
I'm having a lot of fun, bro.
Good, man, I'm glad.
Even when I came to the States with no English, I still were able to survive, you know, because I'm able to create this interaction when people trust me.
Today, you had to show artistry, tattooing a pinup. Let's see how you did. Hiram.
Her face is great. On a face this small, keeping the eyes black like that really sinks them in and makes it look great.
You do have a couple of wonky lines going on in the tire, but overall, man, I mean, that's a tough tattoo to pull off, and I think you do a great job with it.
Thank you.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a Japanese crane. Keep your composure, or you will be heading home. Good luck.
The rice field down at the bottom, the crane, and maybe like a mountain.
Rice field. I'm trying to picture this design. It's a lot. Just trying to make sure composition-wise it's gonna flow well. His cap is about the size of my forearm. There's not a lot of real estate here, so I'm gonna have to try to remove some of these items. Do you want it wings open, about to take flight, or just like stagnant?
I don't want it to take flight at all, no.
Okay. It's too stiff of an image. If I can just open this crane up, I can really shape the calf, but if I can't, I might be screwed.
Yeah, it's the last 5, and I'm a major competitor in this house. Like, nobody's been able to, like, really stump me up yet, you know?
Oh, shit. Is that why they gave this to you? Is this the most painful spot?
They gave it to me because it's a painful spot, and you asked for a lot of things.
I did, really?
I love tattooing so much. It's one of those things where I can just shut out the world. As a child, I used to just go to my room, shut everybody out, and I would just draw for hours. It was my outlet for a lot of emotions and pain that I had to deal with. Bob definitely screwed me over hard, but I'm not gonna let your shot land at all, buddy.
Today, you are being tested on composition, tattooing Japanese cranes. Let's see how you did. Jarrell.
The question here for me on composition is that an ant pile? Because the size relationship from that mountain to that sun to the white cap and the bird, there's serious issues with depth. The sun can't be bigger than anything on the whole tattoo that's in the back.
Is that a wind, that scoop that comes back?
I was trying to show off some wind, just to break up the elements.
You have water, you have wind, you have clouds, and tonally, they're all exactly the same. And it's just a lot to take in.
Yeah.
There's not a harmony going on with anything in here. The clouds don't really match the water. The water's dramatic, the clouds are bubbly and loose. Today, this did not fly for you.